Hey everyone, it's Tasha from Starengu. In today's tech tutorial, we're going to be discussing Visme. And Visme.co is the website. And I want to make sure that you guys know about this site because I know Canva is all the rage. And don't get me wrong, I love Canva. I still use Canva to this day in conjunction with Photoshop. But lately, for certain aspects of what I'm looking to accomplish, I find myself leaning more towards Visme. And I'm going to give you a complete tutorial about this website. And please keep in mind that there are some features that you would need to pay for, but there's quite a few free features on here that definitely make it worthwhile to sign up for a free account and check it out because it really does have a lot to offer. And if you constantly find yourself creating a lot of graphics for Pinterest or presentations, in my opinion, these are two of my favorite features that are on this site, and those are the ones that I'm going to be highlighting in today's tutorial. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to be greeted with the dashboard, and as you can see, I've got two projects that are here, and we'll kind of dive into those in a moment. So you're going to be greeted with the dashboard. You've got your created team, so if you're collaborating with other folks, this is the section that you're going to want to go into because you have the ability, let me just go in there, to add new users and keep track of what's going on with your particular projects from this part. And if you are looking to really kind of hit the ground running, you can go into My Brand and start setting up your fonts, your colors, your templates, things of that nature. So you can do all of that right here, okay? Now, here's the fun part. We're gonna get started with how do we create an infographic. So all we have to do is click on Create New, and then we're going to be presented with a variety of options. So I can create a presentation, I can create infographics, and then if you take a look at these hashtags, you can easily click on one of the hashtags in order to choose the appropriate criteria. So if you're looking for infographics that are more business related, you can go ahead and choose that graphic. Please keep in mind that regardless of what you choose, you have the ability to customize it. But again, certain subjects, tend to have more graphs than others. So again, that's why they've got that there. And then you have the ability to click on banner, and that's where you're going to find your shapes and things of that nature for being able to create like your email headers. I would use this probably for Instagram. You've got your sidebar, and then you can click on the social media, and then from here, you can click and see what type of document that you want to create. So it's got all of that right here, okay? So, and then of course you've got the ability to make custom dimensions. So we're going to create an infographic from scratch. And I don't know if you saw this. I'm gonna go back to the dashboard really quickly. So that's gonna be kind of like our home base. If you wanna see all of your projects at one time, you would just click on that dashboard and it'll bring you back here. Okay, so we're gonna quickly, we're not gonna recreate this whole thing, but I do wanna show you an infographic that I recently made. Clicking edit the project. I wanna show you what this infographic looks like. And let me tell you, it was super, super simple to make this, okay? Yeah, I like to get a lot detailed with my infographics. So it was super simple to make this. But I will be honest, it took a little bit of time because I wanted to pick the different icons for particular sections. Again, you'll see in a minute why you don't necessarily have to take as much time as I did, okay? So we're gonna make something very similar to this. So let me go back to where we were because I wanna show you from scratch. So here's where we were. So I had already chosen infographic, okay? So if you want to make an infographic from scratch, all you have to do is select that very first infographic template, which is right here. Now, in the event that you don't want to use create something from scratch, you have the ability to choose from any one of these templates right here, okay? And to be honest with you guys, I actually didn't make mine completely from scratch. As you can see, I actually took this template right here, and then I made adjustments as I saw fit to do, okay? And you have the ability to do that as well. But again, I just wanted to show you from scratch so you could see how simple it is to create these infographics. So let's see, let me move this over, okay? Now, let me quickly walk you through the menu. So our content blocks, that is all the information that you're going to use to actually put together your infographic, okay? So you've got your header, you've got the body, and you've got the footer. Move this out of the way. And then you've got your text. Right here, you have the ability to choose your shapes and icons. So all of that information would be found right here. If you wanted to look for images, that information is right here. And the great thing about this, guys, is that all the images are free. So you don't have to worry about trying to sift through and falling in love with a particular picture and then not being able to use it maybe because, you know, it requires you to purchase it. Because I know in Canva, they actually have it mixed where a lot of the photos pop up free and paid at the same time. And I know they do have the ability to, you know, decipher it out, but for some reason, I always get it where both come up. So anyway, you know, it's kind of nice to know that I can choose any of these items and it's going to be free. And they're typically, if I'm not mistaken, they take all their photos from Unsplash, which is one of my absolute favorite sites. So to get stock photos if I haven't taken the pictures myself, okay? And then you have the ability to look at charts and widgets. And I love how they have their charts and widgets set up, guys. And I'm going to show you in a minute why I love this so much, because Canva does not allow you the flexibility, in my opinion, with the options that they have, and also being able to create things like, you know, a minimum, a maximum, things of that nature. You can only do it for particular elements. And for these elements in Visme, you have the ability to do it just for every one of these items. So, which is really cool. And then you have the ability to easily embed video. Look at that. You have a lot of options in how you can go about making sure that your video is embedded into your, you know, presentations. I wouldn't necessarily put it in an infographic. I wouldn't put it in there at all, to be honest. But, you know, if you have a presentation, you can easily embed it in there. Same with audio. And you can embed external content. I haven't messed around with that because I typically use Visme for my presentations or Pinterest images. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Enough rambling for me. So, content block. Let's go ahead and choose. Just gonna make it easy here. Let's go ahead and choose this first one. I'm just gonna choose that. Just keep it simple. Just go ahead and place it like so. All right. And then let's go ahead and look at the body. Okay, so this is where the fun comes in. If I know that I'm going to be doing a list feature, I can easily put that right there. Okay, and let's say I want to do another list. I can put that here. And it just automatically it just connects. I can move that up a little bit more. Let's move that up so it connects. Okay, now let's see, what else do I want to put? Some graphs in here. Do I want to have photos? All right, I have the ability to throw a graph in here if I want to, or I can put in photos. And in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and throw in one of these personal skills, probably. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Now, look at that, guys. See how that's hanging off? I have the ability to make my graphic longer by just manipulating this little bar right here. Okay? Now the next thing I want to do is I want to make this a little bit longer again, just so I can throw in a footer, okay? And they already have that pre-made. You have the ability to choose whatever you want. You can go ahead and put that in. All right, so look at that. You have the ability to create your own beautiful infographic in a very short amount of time. So now let's go ahead and take a look at how can we, customize this so it fits our colors, right? So the first thing I did is I went up to background, and let's say in the event that you already, you're kind of digging one of these preset color defaults. You can just click on one of these and it automatically changes everything for you. Look at that. How cool is that? Now, in the event that you don't want to use one of these color palettes, you have the ability to go ahead and use your own, okay? So all you have to do is click on background, okay? And then you can go down to my background, and then you have the ability to create your own color, your own color palette. You can do that yourself, guys. So you can just come over, my palettes. I haven't saved anything. So you can go ahead and set that up here. Just click, just click whatever colors that you see fit and create your color palette, okay? Very simple to do. Let's just say I want to choose that. And let's choose another one. Again, I'm just making up some stuff here. So then I can go ahead, save that color palette. I can call it Tasha. And then I can come over to my palettes, and there you go. Those are all the colors that you just saw, okay? So I'm gonna click done. You can use gradients, guys, which is super cool. Look at that. You can choose gradients. You can choose a photo if you see fit. I'm gonna go ahead and just undo that just so, it'll be easier for you guys to see. In fact, I'm gonna go back to that color scheme that I had in the first place. So I'm gonna use this red, okay? So in the event that I would like to change, the icons, okay? I can do that by easily coming on down to shape and icons. And let's say I wanna change this to computer, okay? I can easily choose one of these. Put that in, okay? I'm gonna remove this by hitting delete, move this over. I can resize it. And I can also change the color, okay? I can use one of the presets. I can see how that changed by me just clicking on the presets. And I have the ability to also replace all, okay? So you can do that as well. So let's scroll down. I think you guys get that. And then, you can go ahead and make adjustments to this as you see fit. You just click on the item and, I can just press whatever I want, make those adjustments. I can change the fonts that are right here. And if your custom fonts will also show up here as well. Font size. I'm sure you guys are used to seeing this customized dashboard, so I'm not going to bore you with going through all of this, but this is where you would find the majority of your information. Again, it's kind of set up like Canva, so it's very intuitive. You can arrange your icons and, your font. You can send it forwards, backwards, all of that good stuff. You can actually add effects, the opacity, drop shadow, all that fun stuff is located up here. Okay, but what I want to show you guys is this element is really cool when it comes to the charts and graphs. So let's take a look, because you really can't do this in Canva, and if you can, I don't know. It's beyond me because I have yet to see how you can go about doing this. But I really like Visme's ability to actually manipulate these elements, when it comes to their graphs. To me, it's like so much better. It's user friendly and it's like much more intuitive. So if I click on this, I have the ability to easily, I want this to be filled to 46%, okay? And I want the percent value on. I want to change the text color to, I'm going to change that to black. Okay. And then show the value. I can show the range if I want to. Let's change that to black as well. And the progress where we're at, let's change that to red. Or you know what? Let's change that to green so you can really see that. And then I'm going to stop. See how you have the ability to actually manipulate within the element itself? That I love, because again, I don't feel like you can really do that with Canva, at least not to this granular level. So again, you have the ability to minimize, minimize, you can do that too. If I wanted to make this smaller, I could. And if I wanted to make it larger, I can as well. But I really love the ability to customize all of your items. You can include your logo. This is the footer section. And then you have the ability to link, send people to a particular link that you want them to go to. You can send them to a website. All right, guys, so this is how you go about creating your infographic using Visme. So the last thing that we need to cover is, hey, how do we publish this, right? Because we need to be able to share our beautiful masterpiece, right? So you click on publish and it's going to give you a variety of options. You can name your project, brief description. You can give people your direct link to have them come back to Visme and check out your project in the gallery if you see fit. You can make it private, send it to the web. You can embed it into your blog. Again, these are typical options that you're probably used to seeing. And so that's it, guys. Just choose the one that you see fit and you can go from there. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys was the ability, the presentations. I really, really, really like how Visme has their presentation set up. Quite frankly, I like the, I don't know, it's just a lot more user-friendly to me to create the presentations in here. There's quite a few different templates. I will be honest, I do not believe it's as many templates as Canva, but I know that, with the ability to customize, that really doesn't matter. But in case you're just looking for like a slew of different presentations, you'll notice right off the bat, it's a little bit less than Canva. But again, much more user-friendly. So you'll see that in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and actually choose one of these populated presentations because, to be honest, I truly don't build anything from scratch, guys. I am all about saving time. I'm always going to make sure that I choose options that, I can make the least amount of adjustments as possible. Hopefully that made sense. All right, so what we need to do, this is our template, okay? So again, all of the, the menu is the same, totally up to you and which part that you want to start with first. But you can go ahead and make corrections. I can go ahead and just call this Starengu. I can change the color of the font. I'm going to go ahead and do that just so you can see it. And I can actually make animations as well if I wanted that to happen. Just going to put this is a test. Okay, I can do that too. And I'm going to change the font color on that as well. Okay. So that way it could appear as a wave when I go to present it. And if I wanted to check out the other pages, guys, all I have to do is click on this little plus sign, and that enables you to add slides to your presentation. Again, everything is pretty much pre-populated, guys. So all you have to do is pretty much click on what you want, change the image, or in this case, let's embed a video. Okay, let's have some fun with this. I'm going to go ahead and embed a video. So I am going to, I've got one already handy. Go ahead and put that there. Do I want it to autoplay? I'm not going to choose that. You can if you see fit. You have the ability to choose where that video starts at. And if you want that video to loop, everything is up to you guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click done. I'm gonna put that right here. All right, and again, oops, you have the ability to, you know, manipulate the size and all that fun stuff. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is because I just want to show you guys the different options here. And so, you know, if I wanted to add other things, I could, but I'm just gonna leave everything the way it is. All right, so I'm gonna go back here. Let's go ahead and preview this. Did you see that animation? And then if I had this set to autoplay, it would have automatically started playing. All right, guys, so I hope you have fallen in love with Visme as much as I have. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.